Make the case for why a revolution is not what the country needs or wants.
Now, what's a revolution going to do? Excuse me, what's a revolution going to do? What's a revolution going to do? Underlying diseases that are of great consequence, Alzheimer's, the Alzheimer's. We can do that now. I can get that passed. I can get that done if I'm president of the United States of America.
Not quite true. Look, why is it the richest 1% have the power? Who has the power? And I'll tell you who has the power. It's the richest 1%. Those people have the power.
Join me. Maybe you and I can work on that together.
I don't want to join you. Why don't you join me? By the way, don't laugh, Joe. That's just the truth.
My average contribution is $44. I didn't have any money. Just this month, I've raised $44. Average contribution, $44. The idea that this is Bernie's implication is
not quite true. The richest 1% have the power.
Bernie outspent me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, and I still won.
Not quite true. It's good that you had an idea 30 years ago. Why don't you just say right now, go on television and say, hey, you know what? You have a political structure in which the richest 1% have the power. Somebody makes a decision, we're going to move to China, we're going to move to Mexico. This is an issue that has got to be ultimately dealt with. Who has the power in America?
I can pay for my whole health care plan with $44 by changing the way in which we deal with capital gains. I can pay for my entire medical health care plan, which would cover everyone. The fact of the matter is, I strongly opposed the idea that Bernie implies the way he says things. Speaking of negative ads, my Lord, Bernie, you're running ads saying I'm opposed to Social Security, that PolitiFact says is a flat lie, okay, and that the Washington Post said is a flat lie.
Oh, well, let me ask you a question, Joe.
Yeah.
You're right here with me.
Yeah.
Have you been on the floor of the Senate?
Yeah.
You were in the Senate for a few years.
Yeah, yeah.
Time and time again, talking about the necessity, with pride,
yeah,
about cutting Social Security,
yeah,
cutting Medicare,
yeah,
cutting veterans programs.
No.
You never said that.
No.
All right. America, go to the website right now. Go to the YouTube right now. Time after time, you were not a fan of the richest 1%.
I was not a fan of...
You were not a fan of the richest 1%. Come on, Joe, you won't.
Look, here's the deal.
You're an honest guy. Why don't you just tell the truth here? We all make mistakes.
No. Why am I rated 96% by the Social Security organizations? Why am I viewed as a strong...
All that I said...
I have laid out how I will increase Social Security
benefits. Well, that's good. I laid that out.
I have laid out how I'm going to make sure that it is, in fact, paid for.
Jake.
Go to joebiden.com. That done if I'm president of the United States. Look at my exchange with Paul Ryan on his desire to try to privatize and or cut Social Security, and understand how he manipulated it.
No, all right. Joe, let me repeat it again. I want you just to be straight with the American people. I am saying that I'm not a fan of veterans programs. Is that true?
My Lord, Bernie, yeah. In terms of the negotiations that are taking place, everything was on the table. I did not support any Social Security.
Whoa. Everything was on the table. All right, you're right. You just said it, including, in your judgment, cuts to Social Security and veterans.
In order to get the kinds of changes we need on other things related.
Joe,
but we did not cut it.
I know, because people like me helped stop that. But Joe, you just contradicted yourself. One minute you said I was not on the floor. The next minute you say, well, yes, there was a reason why I was worried about the deficit. All that I am saying is you were prepared to cut and advocated for the cuts of programs.
I did not support any Social Security. I did not. But look, I voted to protect it. Look at what I did. And Bernie, will you acknowledge everything was on the table? Bernie, did you miss...
Joe, wait a minute. I'll answer your question. You answer mine.
I answered yours.
No, you didn't.
All right.
One more time. Were you on the floor time and time again, for whatever reason, talking about the need to cut Social Security and Medicare and veterans programs?
No.
Okay, all that I would say to the American people, go to the YouTube. It's all over the place. Joe said it many, many times, and I'm surprised, you can defend that or change your mind on it, but you can't deny the reality.
So, Senator, because you brought up Social Security
Yeah.
and you've been talking about it, I want to ask you about something that you wrote in 1996. You were a member of the House, and you wrote an op-ed that said, quote, "It is clear we will have to make incremental adjustments in Social Security taxes and benefits."
Yeah.
Why are your past comments any less relevant than
What I advocated and have advocated is, among other things, increasing the cost of living. No, you're not going to find me ever calling for the Social Security. Right now, for example, we determined segregating Joe and others. That's what I was talking about. I have, in fact, when included cuts to Social Security or raising the retirement age, I fought segregating the richest 1%, cutting veterans programs.